Hi. Hello, everybody, and welcome. So, this is a new series that I'm making. It's currently called the Aftermath Talk with me, the host. And the primary goal of this kind of series that for a weekly upload, right? Try to get consistent, and especially for talking about the current news, right? And I basically don't have any skill talking to this kind of stuff, right? So if I don't have any skill to get skill, so we have to talk about it. And so I'm starting to do a series, like if you want to get improvement on something, like it's better to do it. And yeah, that is basically for this series. Like I plan to have this series as a long term, like weekly upload. And however, the other stuff that we will be putting out, like gameplay and other stuff, will still be uploading. And yeah, so that's it. So let's get on to the first topic that I want to talk about today, right? And the first topic is about the RTX 4090 series and 4080. And yeah, the 4090 came out basically a long time ago, about a month right now. And since the review and everything out and they start to go on sale, I want to talk a bit about it. And basically, let's talk about the performance first, right? I think the performance of the 5090, I don't know, is that the first time I click or not? The performance of it, I think it's basically like they kind of put a lot more focus on the software rather than the hardware, right? They try to add a feature like this one, like AI power content creation, right? Something like that. And they put a lot more effort and at DLSS4. And also another thing about the new 5090 card, right? It is comparatively smaller, only take two PI slot compared to the old 3 or 4 slot. It is much more smaller, much more compact compared to the old series. And yeah, so basically here also, right, it completely destroyed the old AI top, right? It, like I said, it basically focuses more on the software, right? And let's go to the next point. And the next point I want to talk about it is the launch itself. I don't know how much they outputted, but it completely sold out. I kind of don't expecting it to be sold out this fast, right? For the 5090 and as for the 5080, I think it's gonna be sold out because of it's kind of a mid to high range of it. And yeah, and the funny thing about it, right, I thought they learned about last time they launched, right, about being sold out completely, but what the hell, I don't know what's going on, but it is completely sold out for the 50 and the 50, yeah, for the 90 and the 80 card. I don't know what's gonna happen to the 70. I think I don't know how many units they gonna output. It's gonna be a while for a normal consumer to get their hand on it. And we go to the next point that I want to make about it is rather than computer software, it is a mobile phone, right? The new S25 Ultra. And I watched a few review about it. I watched a few people review about it, and most of them talk about a lot more about software improvement also, right? I think basically for the computing and something hardware, like for the hardware part, I think we kind of hit the ceiling on it. We need some kind of breakthrough or something like that in order to progress it better. And now for all the top company currently is focusing on AI, the software, the layout of the chip, and the architecture of the chip itself, right? Guys, I don't know if it's true or not, right? It's basically on my speculation. And one great thing about the Samsung, right? For the Samsung ecosystem, it have a great integration with Windows, right? I have a old Samsung phone which still work with my Windows, right? Have very good integration where you can easily upload file with the phone companion software phone link software come with the window, and it's great. I don't need to plug my phone in to share stuff with it, and yeah. And we go to the second topic. Is about gaming and not game. And there are 3 games I want to talk about today, right? The first one is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and it just have a great launch with 185,000 top peak player, all-time peak player right now, and I'm expecting it to go up more since tomorrow is gonna be, or not tomorrow, since it's gonna be weekend soon, right? And yeah, it's kind of refreshing to see this kind of game, right, that not entirely focused on DEI, and I think DEI go in gaming space probably dying soon, probably. Seeing that all the game that heavily focus on DEI is slowly shutting down, and I see this kind of game, it is refreshing. And another thing about Kingdom Come is I already have the first one installed, and I play a bit on it, and I hate the combat so much that I rage quit and haven't played anything more anymore about it. And probably gonna start playing it soon. Play the first one. The second one I will be waiting for later. The next game that we want to talk about is called Civilization 7. And when I opened this page, I did not expect it to have review. I thought the game hadn't fully released yet, so it don't have any reviews. But apparently Steam have early access review. I didn't know about it. And it's currently at mix right now, right? And when I go down to see it, I did watch a few videos reviewing it. It has some great part, but also bad UI design, some kind of bad UI design, right? And I think they talk here also, right? The UI is terrible. I watched a bit a bit of video on it. So it's the UI. It is the art. So what it is that the art of the UI is look great looking, but the UI itself is kind of confusing. So that I want, based on my viewing experience, I have not played it yet. I don't have early access to it, and I think I'm not gonna buy it yet, and waiting for a discount to come up. And this is the final game of today's topic, and it is about Battlefield. And why the quality like this? And it's about Battlefield, right? I think it have the rate like to dislike ratio right now. I think they coming back, right? I think it's coming back. Basically, the old Battlefield experience probably coming out soon, and I also watched a few videos about it, and most of them kindly said the same thing about it. Said they probably gonna have a similar experience or like the old Battlefield, and yeah, hopefully it is true, and probably gonna buy it and play it. Let's get into this topic. So I don't know if I'm good enough to talk about this kind of topic, but the USAID program just got completely sacked, completely shut down, right? I did heard that they are planning to shut it down, but not this fast. It completely shut down in a few days. All the operation, everything just completely shut down. And when I try to go to see what kind of program they have, and wait, I'm kind of too late. When I check on it, they already have this website this notes put up, and so I basically go on Twitter, and I found two interesting news about it. Is that 8% of income from the BBC News is from USAID program. Why? I'm wondering why I'm wondering who approved this stuff, man. A US dollar going to a foreign company, a foreign news company, BBC. B stands for British. I don't know I don't know, man. Kind of stupid. And another point that I see on the Twitter or X is that the USAID program also funded the Gamergate stuff, right? The Gamergate 2.0, right? If you haven't heard about it. So basically they try to smear have a smear campaign to Gamergate, right? If you watch and enough stuff about that, so let's go on to YouTuber or video, right? The video that I want to tell you all about is that this one, the latest one from SmarterEveryDay, which I have watched, and it's great, right? He planned on making a series about nuclear power plant, right? And I did watch I think I watched one of the best series I watched before is about the nuclear submarine series, also deep dive into nuclear power submarine, and it is great. So I'm gonna probably watch all the series right here, right, to learn more about how nuclear power plant work, and basically it's a good thing, right? So my understanding of the nuclear power plant electrical energy, nuclear is the cleanest and the most reliable out of anyone. I know there are better like solar and wind, but solar you need sunlight and wind you need wind. If you have wind turbine but there are no wind, there's no electricity. But the nuclear you can run long time. And yeah, if you talk about the nuclear waste, right, we have processing, I don't have it, we don't have it. France have the best, not the best, have the most capacity to handle nuclear waste, not nuclear waste, use up, I don't know, I forgot the term, but when the depleted stuff come out of power plant, they can reprocess it. We can reprocess a lot of it back to use. So yeah, so that's what I want to talk about. And the final stuff, basically the final part of this stuff is that the ultimate guide to open source Linux by Rossmann. I hope I spelled his name right. And yeah, he take 2 months to written out a guide for open source everything, right? Basically the program he used for open source. He tried to use open source program for himself, right? He don't really use on the Google Doc, he don't use Google Image, Google Photo and stuff like that, right? He also have a 2 video, I think it's was 13 hour or 18 hour, I forgot. And the thing is that I wish I know this sooner, right? I also have a system, right? The image system, like the Google photo replacement on my home lab, basically not home lab, just an old computer that I repurposed. If I have this stuff, right, I didn't need to basically waste a few hours, a few days, try to configure it, right? Basically you have all the information here, you can just copy and paste. And so when I try to set up this stuff myself, right, I fumble a lot. So yeah, and it also have another thing that I already have, right, the Simba storage. When I think I saw it a while back, but I don't know where it's now. It's kind of hard to manage it, and kind of hard to try to find out where it is. But for me, right, when I try to set up a Simba, I mess up 3 or 4 times. I need to uninstall stuff and reinstall stuff like 4 or 5 times. It takes around a week for me to work it myself, to make it work normally. And yeah, if I have this guide, maybe the process setup is easier. But yeah. And he also has some stuff that I want to set up later on, but I'm too lazy to do research on it. And the self-hosted bit version is also the thing I want to set up. And also I might learn more about setting up virtual machine and Docker if I read out this manual or this guide. So yeah, and this is it. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this name, right, the Aftermath Talk. I don't know if I'll keep this name, but I hope you learn something new, right? And basically I'm gonna talk all about the stuff that I found on my timeline, any stuff that came out recently. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I see you next week.